Hello everyone, this is Moehawkman here, and I've got a couple things to announce. The first is I would like to apologize for not posting update last week because I was going through some things at work and it got me kind of busy and some things happened, and I won't go into all the details, but long story short, I no longer have a job. So there's that, and because of what happened then, I didn't really record anything or do much because I was not really in my right mind, and I didn't want to post something I wouldn't be proud of in that update video. So this is why this is a secondary late update. Now what I really want to talk about in this video is I might have to push back the Thanksgiving giveaway because I did not realize how long this was actually going to take to make all those items from scratch, because as my main was making ruin plate bodies, I realized it takes more than 3 minutes to make a single one, and just to make a base 1000 is 3000 minutes, which if I'm not wrong is 50 hours, and there is another 5-bar item and a couple of 4-bar items that I have to make. So just those 3 items alone would take me 140 hours or so. Even though I smith on 2 additional counts, I just don't know if I can make that deadline. So I might have to push that giveaway to Christmas and do something smaller for Thanksgiving, or just not do something for Thanksgiving at all. Which kind of pains me to say that because I really hate missing my deadlines, and it pains me to even announce this. So as you can see in this video right now, I've noticed that I can only make 1 ruin plate body, and then to a ratio of a 2-bar item I can usually make 3 in that same time period, and for the 1-bar items I can usually make 5 or 6 depending on my timing. So it gets a little interesting when I try to put in the numbers in my head. I may have to convert my 3 mining accounts to smithing just to equate out the numbers and make the deadline. So we'll have to see, but since I no longer have a job, I can pretty much do this for like 8 to 12 hours a day if I really put in the effort. So we'll have to see. Now the main issue for me right now is if I do convert my other 3 accounts to smithing, I still don't know if I can make the deadline. Now the reason for that is it's just going to take me so long just to get to 50 smithing that I just don't know if the numbers can add up in my head. And one of the biggest issues I think I'm going to have in the long run is just splitting the items enough to the point where I'll remember 100 here, 100 there, you know, like some random numbers in between, like 142 on one account and 157 on this account, and then I'm just gonna like end up confusing myself, because that ended up happening a couple times in some deleted footage where I ended up confusing which account was making what. So I ended up making a couple ruin plate bodies on the account that was actually making the maces or the 2-bar items, and I ended up making some arrowheads on the other character of my main. So like just with those 3 accounts alone, I was already getting confused with myself just based on timing. So if I do make those other 3, I don't know what's gonna end up happening. I might just end up over making stuff. Now I do believe I have more than enough bars, and I have more than enough ores on the other 3 accounts if I need to make more, but it then comes down to an issue of just timing, because I have to smith all the extra ore that I mined and then transfer them to the other accounts that are needed, so that way they can actually smith back and forth, which is going to be the biggest issue. Now, you could say I could just buy them, but buying the items themselves is not very efficient, because for those of you who don't know, the ruin bar is I think 2.2k right now in Grand Exchange. So if I were to buy the bars, it wouldn't be that expensive, but to buy the made items themselves would be 3 to 4 times the original estimate, because at the end of the video you will see that the overall Grand Exchange value of those items that I've made is probably around 40 million, maybe 45 to 50 million. And that is just from like 4 complete sets and a couple incomplete sets. Now, as of this recording, I've completed 4 things, which is the Ruin Dagger, the Arrowheads, the Bolt Tips, and half of the Ruin Knife set, and I've made around 75% of the Ruin Plate bodies and around 30% of one of the Ruined Mace sets, and I'm working on the offhand Ruined Knives as we speak, but by the time this video gets uploaded, I should be done with at least the offhand Ruined Knives and started on the throwing axes. As for the Ruined Plate bodies, I don't think I'll be done until at least Thursday, possibly Friday, just based on time estimates, because I have more than 200 to go. And this is the main reason why I don't think I can actually complete everything by the Thanksgiving weekend deadline, simply because the plate bodies themselves take too long and I still have to do 1,000 chain bodies, which is going to take pretty much the same amount of time as the plate bodies because they're both 5 bars each. Now, here is a current price check of all the items that I've done and all the incomplete sets I've also done. As you can see, the Ruined Plate bodies and the arrowheads and all the other things. There's not really much to say, but hopefully I'll have a better update for you in next week's video, and hopefully I can actually post that on time, because I do remember saying I was supposed to post these on Sunday, but I keep missing because of other issues, obviously. Although now that I'm unemployed, I should be able to make those deadlines much easier. So anyways guys, that is all I have for you today. I'm sorry that I might not make that deadline for the giveaway, but it will be guaranteed for Christmas. That much I can at least say I have the time for, because there is going to be at least a month and a half before Christmas, and if I can't finish all that stuff by a month and a half, I will literally give away every single thing on my mains account. Literally everything. I will even buy membership for a month just so I can trade away all the member stuff for gold, just to give that away too. And then I will have nothing on that account and I will start from scratch. That is how dedicated I am to that giveaway. That if I miss the Christmas one, I will literally throw everything away to some random player or players, just to be fair. So anyways guys, that is all from me. This has been your fellow RuneScaper, Moehawkman. Be kind to one another, have fun, have a nice day. Peace out everybody.